Hello, my name is Michael O'Keefe, aka The Movie Wizard. If you enjoy this interview and want to hear more top-notch film industry conversations, please press the thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell to stay in the know. Hello, Fabrice Du Welz. What was the first piece of inspiration to get Inexorable started during the writing stage?
Whoa, that's a question I don't know. You never know where the film come from. I had that title, and I remember thinking about Inexorable. Say, well, that could be a good title, and then I have that story about a woman who invade kind of a family, and I had the idea to build a pure classical thriller. Based on my love of the home invasion and the erotic thriller from the 90s. And then when you write, you work, you dig, you try to find gold, and you dig and dig and dig and dig, and then finally you achieve something.
Interesting. So you kind of don't know. It just kind of was in you.
Well, yeah, that's why I love so much making films. I have no idea exactly. I just have the feeling that I'm a gold searcher. I'm always looking for something and try to shape a movie, shape a script, and then shape some actors and shape with the editing, and then a movie appears. And sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're a little bit disappointed. I don't know if it's completely answering your question. I'm sorry, but I've no certitude. It's always walking through a mist and trying to find some lights a little bit further, and that's why it's so exciting.
Oh, cool! That's awesome. And it makes sense. It's not like you're not dodging the question. It's not your honest answer. But I am curious about your co-writers and how would it work? You would write a draft, and then they would give notes, and like, to the best of your memory, how did you work with your co-writers?
Well, that movie it happened in two times. The first time was I made a movie 2 years ago. It's called Adoration, and we were supposed to shoot Inexorable before Adoration. So we had the first version of the script, and then finally I go on Adoration, shot the film, and after Adoration, I get back to the script, and I was quite disappointed by the script, and I said, no, that doesn't work in that shape. I need to rewrite everything, and then I rewrite the script with another screenwriter, and we dig in a different direction, mostly more fragile direction, especially with the Alba character, Gloria, and try to build something more touching and more wild and more mad, So, and it's an exchange, you never know exactly how it goes with a screenwriter. It's just like a DOP or working with a production designer. It's a conversation, just like a couple. Sometimes you find a great partner, and you spend time with the partner, and sometimes you realize quite quickly that it doesn't work, so you need to change partners.
And then sometimes you find a mistress.
Sometimes you find a mistress that's you need to. It could bring a lot, but on that process, I have to say it happened like that. I found a mistress with Inexorable at the end to build a little bit more tension, especially in the last part of the film. But it's a process, It's a process. The process is always programmatic. What's important is to try to reach cinema. That's my obsession. A script is a script. An idea is still an idea. It's an intention. An intention is an intention. I don't care about intention. As a cinephile, I want to be moved by an image, by a film. I want to be a twist. I want to be you know,
You want to feel it.
yeah, I want to feel it. So I'm always, I try to work very cautiously on a very melodic way about all those elements. But at one point, I didn't say I succeed, but I tried to make some cinema. That's all my obsession.
Well, I thought it was a really fun movie. I really enjoyed watching it.
Right.
How have other people been receiving it at TIFF? Has word gotten back to you?
Well, I think I have some feedback from Twitter, so
Okay.
no, it's okay. I think maybe the fact that the movie is online because there is no screening in theater, especially at TIFF. There is two, but I heard there is practically nobody in the theater. It's quite complicated. I think that movie needs to be well. You will probably say that all the movies, but this one it's an experience with the sound, the music. But it's the reception seems to be okay right now. So, and I build a thriller. You can tell, you can see that movie just like a very classical thriller, full of tension, or you can dig further. I don't know, but I try to have the elegance of not boring people. You understand what I mean? I try to make the people get excited and on tension.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the movie gets frantic. It's very hectic for the characters. There's a lot of anxiety. And then I found that's where the humor came out. And do you think that's part of life? Do you think there's laughs between the screams, I guess?
Oh yeah, probably. When did you laugh?
When did I laugh? Basically, like when the mistress, like the last scene with the mistress, I thought that what she did, I thought that was really funny. For example, like that's where I laughed out. Like I laughed out while watching the movie. That's funny. That's like it's really taking it there. She's elevating, the stakes right there. To me, that was hilarious.
Okay, well,
nobody else said that to you?
Well, at the end, I think the way she go through the absolute of his quest. You mean? Well, maybe it's funny. I really don't know. It's not my movie anymore. People has different reaction, and I respect that. Absolutely, I respect that. Of course, it's a very baroque story, so it can provoke some laugh, and good for you. I'm quite impressed. You laugh there, but it's okay.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe I'm just messed up. I don't know.
No. It's your choice. I respect that completely.
Okay, cool. So, do you think people with a certain amount of power, like the main man in this movie, do you think people with a certain amount of power just naturally are going to abuse it?
Well, it's not exactly the mistress. It's an element who introduced. She entered in the house and she has a very strong purpose, and we don't know exactly the purpose. And then finally they get close and closer, but you don't know exactly what's their relationship. And Marcel Belmer at that stage, especially in the last part of the film, is full of demons. He's surrounded by his ghosts, his lies. He cannot hold his lies. So everything is overwhelming, and he had that intercourse with her, but it's very bloody at one point. So I don't know. I'm not sure you can call his mistress.
Okay. Wow. What would you call her?
She's an intrigante, but she's not a mistress. There is no relationship. I mean, it happened one time, but it's not. There is no.
I get it. Fair enough.
It.
Yeah, it's a fling.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. How do you think this movie links up with other movies in your filmography?
Probably the name of the character, Gloria. You know, it's different film you can relate. The quest of that mad love, probably. I think there is some connection, of course, uh, but I think that film is much more written and more tense than my previous one, because my previous one were more not erratic but more drifting, you know, drifting films. And here there is the genre is much more you can put it in a box, you know. It's a very film noir erotic thriller, so I think that the name of the film is much more, you can put it in the box.
Okay. Who are your favorite contemporary European directors?
That's a very heavy question. I don't know. You know, I'm in love with cinema and so many directors. So
Yeah.
I love so much people. You know, I love cinema so much. So of course, there is some director that I don't like, but sometimes they surprise me with great films. So I don't know.
Okay.
Today, working, you know, I have so many people I love. Let me think about that, and I put you a list. But you know, there is so many people working these days. You know,
I can tell there's probably like 30 names that just jumped in and out of your head for sure. Yeah. All right. What are the challenges of making a movie in Belgium? This is a co-production, right?
Yeah, between France, Belgium. Yeah. But it's the same thing everywhere. You know, to make a film, you need to raise money. So yeah, in Belgium, there is an industry in Belgium, you know, those days with the tax shelter. So it's a little bit more easier to raise some money. But you always need a complement with France. And I'm based, you know, practically, you know, between Paris and Brussels. So, and my French producer is very close to me, and we are friends since a long time, and my Belgian too. So it's normal, you know. You have a lot of co-production in Europe. You know, you can have a different production between Germany, Belgium, UK, Belgium, Ireland. It's the way we make films here.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I really enjoyed the movie. Fabrice, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
I got one more question though. During quarantine, were you able to write a lot of scripts, or what did you get up to?
Yes, I have another project. But we will discuss about that next time, you know, in 2 years in Toronto, I think.
I look forward to it. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.